All right, so today we're going to be doing a product review for a product sent to me from Hicc Groom, Hicc Groom. They are a company that makes pet grooming products, obviously. And I guess Fluffy caught their eye and they reached out to me and they said, hey, do you want to review a product? I said, sure. So the product I'm going to be reviewing today are the Hypoallergenic Pet Glove Wipes. Now, these basically self-explanatory. You can put the glove on them, wipe them down, kind of gives you a good idea. For this time of year specifically, especially for Fluffy, he's normally in the water a lot, but this time of year, especially as he's gotten older, he's not a huge fan of swimming in the ice, oddly enough, and so he's not getting cleaned off and fluffy as much as he normally would. And we have well water here, so the water is very, very cold. He won't go near the bathtub. I can't get him in to give him a nice hot bath, which he would probably enjoy, but he won't do it. So this product might actually work out to be something I could use from time to time, because when he doesn't get outside as much as he should into the water, he gets, dusty, grimy, gets a little bit of dandruff. His coat gets a little bit dull, makes it more difficult on me to blade him and to brush him. He's not really a fan of that either. As he's gotten older, I guess his skin has gotten more sensitive. So we'll see how this works. I know it's going to get the dirt off. I don't know how much hair it's going to get off, but he's already laying down in front of me. So let's get to it. He's already suspicious. That's the biggest thing. Let's see. Yeah, these are very interesting. Okay, so they come already pre-soaked, basically. It says take out the glove from the package according to the weight of the pet. Recommended dosage is 1 to 2 packs for pets less than 15 pounds and 2 to 4 packs for pets over 15 pounds. So basically, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs in here. So technically, I'm supposed to use all of these on him, but I'm a cheap miser. So let's see how these go. That rips right open. All right, we're good so far. Fluffy is very suspicious, though. He's like, what is going on? These are nice and wet. Oh, I see. So there's just 1 glove per pack? It's not a pair. I see. Okay. All right. So that explains why a little bit. Okay. They smell good. The ingredients. I forgot to read you all the ingredients. Purified water, organic refined coconut oil, oatmeal, AG+, and glycerin and potassium sorbate. So let's see. Let's see how he likes this. Let's see what... Oh, wow. That certainly, it certainly cleans. This is where he gets the worst, is his back. He likes that. And now it's not picking up hair. That it's not really doing, but just along his back here, he gets a lot of dandruff on his back and dust and whatnot because he's outside a lot. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's you can see it's picking up the dirt pretty well, and has a pleasant smell, no doubt about that. There's nothing that, as you can see, he's not trying to avoid it or anything like that. He likes it. And the reason why I know he likes it is because he's sitting still. And if you're a pet owner, you know anything about trying to groom your pet, if they don't like it, they are not going to sit still. So he must not have any issues. It feels a little bit chilly on my hand, but to him, he probably likes it. See if I can dig in here a little bit into where his butt meets his tail on the outside, on the top, not the bottom. Let's see if that, oh yeah, wow. Wait till y'all see this. He ain't moving. I wouldn't be moving either if somebody was scratching my back and rubbing my ass. Ah, Fluffy? So let's see, yeah, look, now I pulled out a little bit of hair. Look at that, that's just from 1 glove. That is just from the couple of seconds that I've been sitting here doing that. So I'm going to open up a second glove because that looks pretty dirty. Now, I would assume, yeah, I guess You know, you could use all 5 packs, but you know me, I'm cheap. Now I would probably not clean him every inch of him because he goes into the water so often. But like today was the day we were thinking about going to the river, and it's not nearly as warm as it was supposed to be, to say the least. And it's windy and overcast. And you know, Ellie, my other dog, she's 12. He's 9. And the older they've gotten, the less that they appreciate being out in the freezing cold, and the more that they appreciate being inside the warm house. So now I'm getting his side over here. He smells really nice. It definitely has a very light, like basically, I mean, it smells a little bit like coconut oil because it's coconut oil. But he is not complaining one bit about this at all. This is, and usually when if I try to do anything around his head like this, he's not big into sitting still. He's not big into sitting still. So I'm kind of just working my hands through his hairs here. Not really getting a lot of hair coming off, but it is definitely getting the dirt off. And I think you can see how his coat here is drying. Boy, it looks a lot better. It looks a lot shinier. Colors coming out. And this is definitely easier than him getting a bath. And you see back here his fur, it gets matted. He's not real keen on me brushing him back there. That gets difficult. Every once in a while I have to cut it and everything. But now I'm basically almost like scratching them with the tips. And yeah, it's definitely getting some hair. Boy, the tips, you could definitely see where the dirt and the hair is just all coming off. And the good thing about this is, unlike a brush or a blade, it's just sticking to the glove. It's not getting all over. It's not getting all over the floor. Which that's a big bonus, you know. And you can think about, let me brush the dog inside the house. You better have a vacuum cleaner attached to that brush, especially if you've got somebody like Fluffy here. So I think I'm going to use, I like these, so I'm going to try to save a couple. So there's actually 6 to a pack. So I'm going to use 3. I'm going to use 3 because he's just going to be outside later and ruin half of this job. And he's really not going to let me get to the other side of him. I'm not going to make him get up. Because he just ate his lunch. But let's see if I can get him to let me do some belly rubs. You want some belly rubs? Let's see if we can get to the belly a little bit. Okay. Oh, you know it. Look at him. Did you see that? He knew. He knows. Oh, you're going to rub my belly? Rub my baby belly. Oh, I like my baby belly. Let's see. It definitely brings out the shine in his coat. That is for sure. Yeah. Get that when you're here. Let me get your chest. Let me get that chest. Okay. He's snoring over here, basically. He's wake snoring. Those of you who have big dogs like that, you know what I mean. Yeah, like his back here is almost dry already. It's not like these gloves are soaked. It's a really, really good idea. I really like this. Especially under his jaw and his mane and everything like that. You know, the white, it was bright white, and if you don't just keep it washed, it'll kind of look a little bit dingy, and it's just all sorts of stuff coming off. Now let's see if I can, what do I get off of his ear? Because the ear is a little bit darker. You don't really think of it as the spot that's going to be all dirty. And there's plenty coming off. He's going to be clean on one side because he definitely doesn't, he's not interested in rolling over to the other side. I don't want to force him to do it because he's had shoulder issues with rolling over on his back too much when he was young and spry and running and, you know, rolling all over the place and playing with his sisters. But And like, I could never get him to lay this still if I was sitting there. Even if I was just using my hands and trying to gently demat him, he would never lay this still. He likes this. And then of course, let me see if I can get to his tail. Let's get that tail a little bit. Oh wow. Yeah, I like these. I got you, don't worry, huh? You know, that's the one thing he might move for is his tail, but he's worried I'm going to start trying to, he gets mats on his tail because he doesn't like being brushed as much as he did when he was younger. Huh? Want me to scratch your butt again? There you go. All right? Scratch that area, scratch your tail. I know that feels good. Huh? I know that feels good. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much used up. Okay, so yeah, I've used 3. Now I could definitely what? I'm not gonna. We'll do more another time. I saved some. Okay, I saved some for another time. He definitely likes it. You definitely would need plenty of gloves. Like I said, that was 3. See how long that lasted me. And that's the good thing is that's where the dirt and the hair goes. Look around. There's no loose hair. It's not even, I mean, there's a couple pieces of hair that I got on my sleeve, but for the most part, any of the hair and the gunk that came off was on the gloves, and it's just a nice easy stack. Boom, you take it away, and it's done, and you don't have the towels, you don't have all that. Now, obviously, this isn't going to permanently replace baths, but especially this time of year when, if you got an older dog and that water's cold, like we have well water. Right? And I can't get him in the tub. He refuses to go anywhere near a bathroom. So you're going to give him a bath outside. The water's like 35 degrees. He don't want nothing to do with it. So this is actually a really good idea, especially this time of year. Don't want to get your older dog wet. It definitely cleaned him up, and he seemed to like it. And so, all right. Again, that's Hicc Groom. It's Hicc, and then the word groom. You'll leave all the links in the description and everything like that. And, all right, happy dog.